All right. Okay. Okay, I like this better than any of the other shit that happened before. This is much better. And you want to know why? It's not the fact that we beat a ranked Illinois team. This team would probably get chucked off the rankings by, one singular loss to Nebraska. It's the fact that they won in overtime. I may as well add that against the 18th ranked Wisconsin team, we lost pretty badly. Might have been a Wisconsin home game, but who gives a shit? Like, at home against a ranked 18th Illinois squad, we win by 6 in overtime. I feel like it's been years since we've last won in the overtime. I will check though. Uh, but it's been a really long time since we have actually won in overtime. Like you cannot tell me that we win many games in overtime in the first place. I think it might, yeah. I think the last one might have been January 7th, 2023. I remember this game. It was against Bottom, Minnesota. You know, just Minnesota being trash every year. Or, well, actually, no, it was Wisconsin. But there aren't too many wins in overtime. Uh, Not too many that we can cherish in all sports, especially football. We can never win overtimes in football. I think we have almost negative 100 yards. Pretty sweet. Anyway, not only that, it's against ranked opponent, which means that we started the month with a ranked win over UCLA and ended the month with a ranked win over Illinois. And in between that time, we lost in overtime to Iowa after Bryce Williams chucks up a prayer and went and makes it go into overtime. A soul crushing loss against Purdue when they scored 104 points. Lost to Rutgers at home. A home loss doesn't sound great. Another 3 point loss, two 3 point losses in a row to Maryland. A 5 point loss to USC at home. And then Wisconsin just shoves us off a ledge. Pretty badly, I might add. 28 points might not seem a lot, but it was definitely a lot more than that. Especially since Bryce Williams was our leading scorer with 11, and they had three players that had either more or tied it. So it's just something. But in today's matchup, Hoiberg had all the fouls, but that's what he's meant to be, foul merchant. Bryce Williams had the good old 27. Juwan Gary 13. I still think it's kind of bad that we have to rely on him for offense, but he's getting better. I don't know. He doesn't attempt threes, but no one does on this team except CJ. Morgan, I swear those 9 points did not exist. He did not. He just kept passing the ball, and that was pretty much it. Really good foul control at like the second half, considering we only had three until we had to foul. 15 seconds left, burn all the clock. That was pretty good management. If one thing that we had an advantage over Illinois was the fact that they cannot draw up uh plays worth a shit, and we, for some reason, are Bill Belichick levels of drawing up inbounds like plays or plays out of timeouts. I don't know. I don't know why we were, but I hear it now. I hear it from the Illinois fans. We sucked at free throws. We went 13 of 18. We attempted the same amount of free throws. Bryce Williams missed three free throws today. He has missed 10 all year before this. Yes, he has increased it by almost 30%. Yikes. And oh, your best player had mono? Oh, that's cute. That's cute. One of the guys that was meant to be a very good contributor to this team injured already. like he hasn't even played a game this year and has to take a medical red shirt because of an injury last year. So you can take that mono excuse and shove it up your ass because again, you're ranked 18th. You are coming off a road win. Oh, no, it was a home win against Northwestern, right? Yeah. That's pretty good. That was pretty good. It wasn't actually 9 points. It was more like 20 that you beat them by, but I digress. I digress. You may have not had the best player out there, but you still lost to Nebraska. Again, this team can only win by beating the crap out of their opponents. An opponent that is lower than them. We were not lower than you. And yet we had still won. Because again, 2-7. That was our conference record before this game. Now we're 3-7, tied with the likes of Penn State, Northwestern, and Minnesota. Don't worry, Nebraska's next game much easier. Definitely ranked Oregon on the road. Yep, that's much easier. Speaking of which, how's Oregon getting on? I heard. What do you mean they're losing by 18? Don't you dare lose before. Anyway, I'm gonna be honest here. The women's basketball. The one true basketball game that mattered. I don't know why we only won by 8 points against bottom Purdue, but who gives a shit? It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. You know what? You know what? It's great. It's great. We won an overtime game against a ranked team. If it's only one a year that we win win an overtime game and we don't play too many, well, I'll take it. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. That overtime game against Iowa barely counted since we lucked into that. Thanks, Bryce. I'm just this month has been absolutely terrible. And obviously, this win is for John Cook. May he ride off into volleyball Valhalla on his noble steed. He's not dead. He just retired. I just want to be clear. Uh, yeah. I think it all came down like we were still pretty fucking terrible. You can see the 20 offensive rebounds. It was like what, 15-8 at some point. They had the advantage and they were still losing. I don't know how Illinois did not win this game when they had like, offensive rebounding machines. Like 5 offensive rebounds for that one dude. It just doesn't make sense if you ignore the fact that they had 17 fucking turnovers and we scored 17 off of them. But hey, they actually had a better return because we turned the ball over 6 and they got 9. So they got 1 point. I don't know the math, but it's 1.5 times what we just got 1 point for every turnover. Again, this is an advocate to not shoot 42 threes, especially when you're only going 24%. Yeah, there's a reason why Illinois lost, but I don't know if you can blame it on the refs. In fact, the refs were still very much on your side, good sir. 2 straight jump balls that should have just been timeouts, called timeout. The ref didn't listen. Or foul. I don't get it. But I mean, there was also some sus fouls in between there that definitely did benefit us. But it's not like it was not like Brad Underwood can go into the press conference and say that the refs helped us. Because bitch, the refs are never helping us. That's for sure. We already know that. I gotta love Big Ten, but we got the win. We're not in. We still have a chance of not, like not being bottom three. We're still kind of bottom three right now, but we have a chance to escape, but I'm gonna be honest with you, we might not, but at least the game after Oregon is against Washington. And honestly, if we had lost this and the next game, Nebraska versus Washington would have been Big Ten Tank Bowl for the first time since when it was Nebraska versus Minnesota for many odd years because neither team had a basketball program. It was the only chance that these two teams could ever win a game is against each other. But now with this, it's kind of interrupted unless we lose to Oregon by like 50, which is possible, of course, because Oregon is pretty good. Again, let's check up on them because they surely are not behind against you. Son of a, I hate this team. I mean, hey, we beat CLA. It's not that hard. It's not that hard, guys. All you gotta do is just pray, and that's all. That's all you have to do. All you have to do is not allow Daly Jr. to score any points. What do you mean he wasn't playing for against us? Okay. Okay, all you have to do is not allow Dylan Andrews to score any points, and you'll be good. It's great. It's great, guys. I mean, to be fair, UCLA has rebounded a decent amount after we started the close enough. I don't know. I'm just happy that we actually won an overtime game, a overtime game in which we were, leading, of course. That's the factor here, was that we were leading for most of the game by decent margin and we didn't collapse like we have time and time again in the past. And that just makes me so damn happy. Because I don't have to be sad. I don't have to be freaking just dead inside when I go to school the next day because, oh boy, my team finally won. But don't worry, Illinois. At least your women's basketball team won in overtime against, oh my God, Rutgers. Wow, you almost lost to Rutgers. Who would do that? Oh, wait, we did that last year. I'm pretty sure that broke a home winning streak. I just want to say that was funny. I mean, no, it wasn't. What? Anyway, that is all for now. Um, I'm just happy that it didn't go right. We won the game off of 25% free throw, off of 25% threes. Worcester getting baited like 6 times on taking threes. I don't know why he didn't like learn after the first one, but hey now, I don't know what it is. I don't really know what it is. Largest lead, 0. God. What? It's true. They didn't never had a lead in this game, which is definitely why I thought we were gonna lose at some point. But hey, that's all. Uh, I'll see you guys. Oh, when will I see you? Oh, I just see you later. Goodbye.